Okay, so we have been talking about triangles for a long time. So now we're going to talk about when you have two triangles that are equal to each other. So right here it says when you have two congruent triangles, congruent is just a fancy word for equal. So if you have two congruent triangles, they have parts that match and are equal. So if they're equal triangles, then different parts of the triangles are equal, and we should be able to figure out which ones are the ones that go together. So first thing we have to know is a congruent statement is just when they have the letters written out saying these are the triangles that are congruent. So in this one it says triangle ABC is congruent to triangle KNP, and they're talking about these triangles down here. Okay, so first of all, if they're telling me this, I should be able to put tick marks and arc marks because that's how I put, and that's how I show that things are equal. So I'm going to put tick marks on the sides and arc marks in the angles. Okay, so how do I know which ones, like which angles match up and which sides match up? That's why they tell you this. So I'm going to take these letters to figure out which ones match. I'm going to stack the letters on top of each other because whichever ones were written first are going to be the ones that match. So we're going to do a new color. So it says ABC for one of the triangles, and it is already labeled down here. And then it says KNP for the other triangle. So whichever ones are listed first, those are the ones that match up. So A and K, they should be equal. So in corner A, I'm going to put an arc mark, and I'm going to put the same arc mark in angle K. And then the second ones match up. So B and N. Now I cannot put a one arc mark like I just did in A and K because I don't know if they're all equal. I know that A and B could be different, so instead of putting just one, I'm going to put two arc marks to show that they are different. And B and N, which is over here, should also have two arc marks, okay? Because they're the ones that match up. This is how I mark that. And then C and P, well, I've already used one, and I've already used two, so now I'm going to put three in that corner. And then C and P, they go together, so I'm going to put three in that corner. I'm also putting, like we said, tick marks on the sides. So how do I know which sides are congruent? Well, the first two letters, because we name segments with two letters. So A and B, between A and B, I'm going to put one tick mark. And then that's going to match up with whatever was listed first, the first two letters on here, K and N. K and N's right here, I put one. They match up. And then the next two, B and C, that's going to match with N and P. And I already used one tick mark, so I'm going to put two on this one. B and C, N and P. And then last, so that's going to be my first and last letters, A and C, and K and P. So A and C, we used one and two, so I got to put three. And then K and P, I put three. Okay. So that is one thing you have to be able to do. You got to put the tick marks and arc marks on the triangles. And you also have to be able to list out which are the equal angles and which are the equal sides. So we already marked it in the picture, so now I just got to write it out in a list. Okay, so what was equal to angle A? So I'm going to put angle A. Congruent. Congruent is just the same as an equal sign, but with the little swooshy thing over it. So A and K, they're the same. I put that they're the same. All right, what else? We got B, we said was congruent to B matched with N. And then C matched with, oops, that was angle. C matched with P. Now I would know this either from looking at the picture like this, or I know from the order that they are written in up here, that O, A, and K, B and N, C and P. And I'm also able to write the segments. So we said A and B. was congruent with K and N. We know B and C was congruent with N and P. And last one, A and C, whoopsies, A and C was congruent with K and P. So the most important part is make sure that you line these up so that you know, like the order they are written in is important. So make sure, because that tells you which ones match up, okay? So now that we are good with that, you can go ahead and start the formative for today.